Hey guys, I'm here in the prayer room. I just wanted to share some thoughts that I'm having today, especially in the area of hope and hope in prayer. Now, I was reminded back in 2007 and 2008, in the early years of the house of prayer, when we would pray in our home all night. I remember I was in a season where I was extremely critical about everything. I had such a critical spirit about the church, about the people around me. And the Lord dealt with me one night, and we were in an all-night prayer meeting, and the Lord began to convict me in this area of being critical. And I remember He spoke to me and He said, "Son, do you know what the root of a critical spirit is?" And obviously I did not know. If I would have known, I probably would have not been critical. But the Lord spoke to me, He says, the root of a critical spirit is unbelief. And it stunned me. I didn't see how unbelief was connected to a critical spirit. And then the Lord began to unpack that revelation to me a little bit more. And He said to me, He said, it's unbelief because you don't believe that I can change or have the power to influence the very things that you're criticizing. And I tell you, that was a moment for me. The Lord delivered me, and He's continuing to deliver me from a critical spirit. And we live in a culture that seems to be extremely critical about everything, and even unfortunately, those in the church who carry a critical spirit. But I want to encourage you to have hope. Have hope that God can change the very things that we might be criticizing. And I'm reminded of this thing of hope in prayer. In Luke 13, Jesus gives a parable. And in the parable, He speaks of a man who had a vineyard and had a tree in the vineyard that wasn't producing any fruit. And the man came to the tree for 3 years seeking fruit on the tree, and there was no fruit. And so the man said, listen, why don't we just cut it off? This tree is actually wasting space. Let's cut it off and remove it. And then the parable shifts when an unknown man says, no, sir, let's wait another year and let me fertilize around the tree. And after a year, if there's no fruit, and then let it be what it is. But if there's fruit, and then don't cut it off. You see, this parable is a great example of intercessors who step into situations that are desperate, and they step into them with hope. See, beloved, intercessors should carry the greatest hope in this hour. If intercessors and those who stand before God in prayer are beginning to lose hope towards the tree that's not bearing any fruit, and then there is no hope for this nation called America or even the church. Intercessors don't lose hope. Keep believing, keep fertilizing around those things that seem not to be producing any fruit. Our nation, our politics, our young people, the powerless church that is in this nation in this hour. Intercessors believe in this hour. Believe that God can change the very things that seem to be unfruitful. You know, I'm reminded that the only things that move God are the things that move us. And see, when we're moved by the condition that is in us and around us, and we see the unfruitfulness of it, and we're moved with prayer that is full of hope and faith, that moves God, and then God moves on the unfruitful situation. And so be like this man in Luke 13. Let's fertilize around the tree. Let's fertilize around those things that seem to have no fruit, and watch what God does. At the end of the day, beloved, intercessors should carry the greatest hope. Why? Because they know that their prayers move the Almighty God into situations. And so I just want to leave you with this word of encouragement. I want to stir you guys up to keep believing, keep persevering, keep pressing in, and keep doing it in hope that it's in a matter of time that God will bring a breakthrough and shift everything in this nation and even in the church in this hour, and bring a move of God that will be historical. So bless you guys. I so appreciate every one of you guys that are not losing hope. And the ones who might have been losing hope, take hope today. Take heart and keep pressing in. Love you guys. God bless you. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.